Akaza from Demon Slayer is one of the few characters from anime or media in general who helped me self-reflect in a way about my own self-hatred, my own self-limiting beliefs, and letting go of that eventually. And the way he does it is very interesting because of how he's written as a character. He's written in this way where you first initially hate him because he basically kills a very beloved character in Rengoku. After you see Akaza's backstory, you understand why he is the way he is, and of course, after you realize the lore of Demon Slayer in itself, you understand that demons don't really have memories of their past. As you start remembering his past, you can see how he actually starts changing in ways even he couldn't comprehend, and even Muzan himself could not stop the change. A powerful being such as Muzan could not stop the change itself, which shows how transformative and powerful overcoming self-hatred is. So Akaza's backstory is interesting for a couple of reasons. As we know about all the upper moons, they all start off as humans, and then of course Mr. Kibutsuji came and said, "Hey man, I got an offer for you that you can't refuse." And he usually targets them after they've gone through like something madly emotional or they killed a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? In Akaza's case, his backstory is possibly the saddest out of all of the upper moons, unless I'm remembering incorrectly, because it's been a long time since I read the manga. This is like literally off the top of my dome. You feel me? He used to look after his poorly father. This is before when he was a human. His father was very poorly and he used to do all he could to make sure he got some medicine for his pops, W son, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his best, he's trying his best, and his father felt like a burden. And unfortunately, his father ended up self-deleting because he felt like such a burden on his son. He didn't want to be any more of a nuisance or a burden. So after this happened, Akaza now started wandering off and feeling like, damn man, where am I going? What's going on? What's happening, bro? What's happening? He feels like he's lost a part of himself now and he doesn't know what to live for anymore. And in those times, of course, if you got branded as a criminal, you're basically an outcast and nobody wants to do anything with you, okay? Nobody wants you to be a part of their clan. Nobody wants you to be a part of anything to do with them, okay? They're like, bro, get the hell away from me now. A strange man comes across him. A strange man who happened to be a dojo owner. Now, the interesting thing about this man is he had no students. Yeah. So this dude is a dojo owner who, in that time period, like you had to have students and stuff, right? This dude has no students. He whoops Akaza's ass. He gives him the beats. He gives him the beats. Akaza's there like, damn, bro, I just been cooked by Gramps. That's crazy. Now, the old dude takes Akaza in and he's like, okay, cool, you're gonna be my one and only student. But in exchange, I just want you to look after my poorly daughter. He'd already looked after his father, so he had an idea of how to look after someone. So this was kind of like fated. It wasn't difficult for him to do. It wasn't like, oh, damn, why do I gotta do this? Like, it was like, okay, bet, say less, man. Easy. You teach me how to fight and I'll be your student and I'll look after your daughter. No worries. Now, over time, him and his daughter got closer and closer and closer. And of course, he knew this and everything, right? And then, bang, he's like, you've been doing an amazing job looking after my daughter. I want you to marry her and I want you to take over this dojo from me. This was Akaza's best day ever, man. He's like, damn, twin, yeah, let's go, bro. My dreams have came true and I finally got something to live for. But as you know, this is not a Disney fairy tale, man. His sensei gets killed by the other people from the other dojos. He gets eliminated from the planet. And of course, Akaza is furious. He goes on a killing spree. He kills all them MFers. Low-key can't blame him, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you now. I cannot blame him because, bro, you kill my master, bro. I'm killing all you, man. I'm killing all your niggas. After he done this, of course, here comes Michael here comes Muzan. Dude is here looking like a smooth criminal. Will you be my lover, Billie Jean type shit? He pulls up. It's like, oh, Akaza, I can give you more power and I can make you this master fighter or whatever. Of course, Akaza is in a state where it's like, bro, I got nothing to live for. I got nothing to lose no more. I don't really give a fuck, bro. Do what you want to do. And of course, Muzan's like, he injects his blood into him and the rest was history. Now Akaza becomes Upper Moon free. Only second to Doma. He's just second to like two of the most OP Upper Moons in the entire series. They're actually very OP. Akaza is the most gifted physically. Like, no one else has hands like Akaza, bro. Akaza will whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we saw that in the first movie where he unfortunately killed our beloved Rengoku sensei, you know? And he fled like a coward, according to Tanjiro. I mean, hey, listen, yeah, if I'm Akaza, bro, I'm fleeing too, bro. I am not finna let you eliminate me, bro. I am not finna be eliminated by the sun. F that. I gotta retreat. Tactical retreat type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, he retreated. I'd already read the manga before the movie came out, but it was very nice to see animated. Little quick side note, yeah. I was of the bandwagon of Demon Slayer that hasn't got any depth. It's a mid-story up until I actually read the manga. And then I was like, okay, I was wrong. Very wrong, very, very wrong. It's actually deeper than we thought. As he's fighting Tanjiro and he's going on, and of course Tanjiro starts the talk no jutsu crap. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know why you're catching strays, bro. Okay. Of course Tanjiro is fighting him, and then we get the flashback arc of Akaza's character, and we get to see that he's now struggling and there's having an internal conflict. And I really love the way that they wrote this specific part here, just because it wasn't shown like, oh, this guy's going through an internal conflict. He decides, okay, cool, I no longer want to be a demon and I want to just die, and he just dies. No. It's not that simple. He had decided, okay, cool, I want to give up. I don't want to be a demon anymore. I just want to die and go into the afterlife with my girl and my pops and her pops. He got his memories back like, damn, okay, cool. This is what I used to fight for before, right? No, his body had gone through something called muscle memory, okay? His body, even after getting his head severed, which typically would work on weaker demons and lesser demons, on the upper demons, it doesn't work like that, man. Nope. Cutting off the head is not enough. You have to literally kill them with that sense of will. And even that isn't enough. They have to basically want to die. And even that's not enough. Like, so many moving parts have to happen, and they just have to like get to a point where they give up. So initially when Akaza's like, okay, cool, you guys got me, his body's still fighting without a head. His body's still fighting without a head. And then he decides, okay, cool, I'm gonna destroy myself. He starts trying to beat himself up. He's still regenerating. Up until he faced the actual conflict and he actually accepted the bad he done, and he accepted, okay, cool, I no longer want to be this. And he remembered why he was living on in the first place, because he was just living for the sake of living, right? He was just fighting for the sake of fighting. Because remember, he said he despises weak people, but then he remembered he used to basically protect the weak. He used to be a caretaker for his father. He used to be a caretaker for his late wife or girlfriend, or I don't even know if she was a wife at that point, or wife to be, let's just say. He was a caretaker for them, right? But he developed this thing where it's like, oh, I despise the weak, even though he literally used to look after the weak, just because he had repressed these memories and stuff. And then now when he finally remembered these, and then his girl was like, okay, hey, I'm glad that you're back to us. Then he finally perishes after he'd resolved that. Okay, basically, he wasn't defeated. He basically decided to give up. And even Muzan was like, damn, bruh, what are you doing, Twee? I went through a phase where I got into the gym, right? Because I used to be like 280 pounds when I was very young. And I got into the gym. I wanted to overcome the bullying. And I started, like, I actually made like a lot of progress. You know, I lost a lot of weight. I got into crazy shape, started seeing my abs and stuff. Got into good shape, and people were complimenting me. People were telling me how great I am, all these things. I started having a despise for people that are fat, or people that are like, what's the word? People that used to be my old identity, right? Kind of like how Akaza started like hating the weak, even though he used to look after them. I started having the same thing where it's like, now I hate the fat, even though I used to be fat. And it's because I had self-hatred. I forgot somewhere along the way why I even got into the gym in the first place, why I started lifting weights in the first place, why I started eating better or becoming gym addicted in the first place. I had forgotten somewhere along the road. And it took me sitting with myself and going through a lot of isolation and a lot of self-reflection and just some deep internal work to realize, like, damn, bruh. Yeah, so I've basically been going on this journey where I've repressed every other aspect of my life to just do this one thing and be known for this one thing that actually isn't something that I want to do for the rest of my life, you know? It literally was so bad. I wouldn't spend time with my family. I wouldn't spend time with, people that mattered to me, that type of stuff, because I just cared about I was living like I'm a bodybuilder, even though I was never going to be a bodybuilder type shit. Akaza's story is one of the things that helped me actually overcome that self-hatred. Like, I still go to the gym. The gym is not a bad place. Like, I still go to the gym, but not in the same way. Like, I don't go there to try and impress anyone or to get anyone's approval. I just go there to feel good in my own self. It's mainly for mental reasons, and also I like doing cardio too. You know, I like going on the stairmaster for like an hour. I've redefined what it means for me. So I've basically killed off my old identity in terms of like what used to make me, what used to drive me, and what used to like the muscle memory in itself. You know, like I remember when I first started trying to quit the gym, my body was moving like Akaza, bro. You know when you like behead a chicken still moves. There's a few animals where when you behead them, their body still runs. Chickens are one of them. Snakes are also one of them. I forget what the other animals are. Those are the only two that come to mind right now. But there's only a couple of animals where when you behead them, because of muscle memory and because like their body's like independent from their head, their body will still be running around for a little bit, you know? I literally, when I first started trying to quit the gym and stuff, right? I remember like sometimes I'd be sat in my room and then I just I close my eyes, open my eyes, and I'm already on the way to the gym. I'm already halfway walking to the gym. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Because I had that muscle memory of being obsessed with the gym where I could not let go. I could not let go. I was hyper obsessed with it, you know? Akaza's story is very, very powerful. He taught me how to let go. So let go now. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know any other characters you want me to dissect next. That sounds crazy. Dissects, bro. Dissections and shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember when you was in secondary school and they made you dissect frogs and all that? No, they didn't make us dissect frogs, I promise. We dissected chicken wings. Yeah, chicken wings, bro. To find tendons and shit. Anyways, let's not make this weirder than it already is. So subscribe if you're new. Check out the other videos, okay? And I'll catch you when I catch you, which is in the next video. So make sure you're there. It's raining, if you couldn't hear it.